I'm Nathan Tannenbaum with these stories from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. It was first reported as breaking news Saturday night. The death of a legendary Las Vegas attorney with a colorful career and even his own reality TV show for a while. James "Bucky" Buchanan was 74. Monday's print and online editions of the RJ will have much more not only on the circumstances of Buchanan's death, but also recollections of his career from those who worked for and against him in some of the community's highest profile court cases. Speaking of high profile, it doesn't get much more high profile than the mountains of press generated by tennis legend and Las Vegas's own Andre Agassi. His autobiography has been raising eyebrows since pre-release excerpts about drug use began circulating more than a week ago. Now Agassi is just about everywhere you turn, from a 60 Minutes appearance with Katie Couric to book signings here in his hometown. Now somewhere in there, Andre squeezed in an interview with the Review-Journal's Steve Karp. Check that out in print and online Monday. Have you checked out the long-term nationwide project by the Review-Journal's parent company? As Veterans Day approaches, Saluting American Valor examines acts of bravery by men and women in uniform in Iraq and Afghanistan. Specialist Michael Carter wasn't scheduled to be on that cliff that day. The 24-year-old combat cameraman was nearing the end of his 12-month tour in Afghanistan and thought he'd completed his last combat mission. Then his boss got pink eye and asked Carter to fill in on a mission. He had no idea then that his actions on April 6, 2008 would make him the first combat cameraman in American history to earn the military's third highest decoration, the Silver Star.
As I was running into cover where they were, the interpreter, CK, he got shot in the head about 2 feet from me while I ran past him.
Stories from all over America will appear in print in Stevens Media newspapers across the country, and they're all online at AmericanValor.net. And then there were two. The battle of skill and wits known as the World Series of Poker will be decided Monday night. The Review-Journal's Howard Stutz has been giving readers a virtual ringside seat from the Rio as the 9 finalists dropped one by one. 21-year-old Joseph Cada of Michigan squares off against 46-year-old Darvin Moon of Maryland with $8.5 million on the line. The runner-up doesn't walk away empty-handed, though, pocketing more than $5 million. It's all on our blog, lvrj.com/blogs/WSOP. Does Nevada Governor Jim Gibbons' re-election situation compare at all with that of then-President Lyndon Johnson back in 1968? Review-Journal Capitol Bureau Chief Ed Vogel compares popularity levels and talks with political science professors about similarities and differences between the two, with an eye toward Gibbons' effort to stay in office for another term versus Johnson's decision to leave office after one term. And the weather. Well, it looks like an on-again, off-again mix of sun and clouds, with daytime high temperatures staying above normal, staying pretty much in the mid to upper 70s, with overnight lows around 50, although the National Weather Service's forecasts do call for a cooling trend by the end of the week. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.